finish off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. On to stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're going to look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. Oh, eluding the tackle. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 27 right.
Here's Rosen to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. Lucky.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Avoids it, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Set. 319. 319.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll go option to the short side. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Fights loose. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything? Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run to Gordon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll look to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Carl Nassib in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
play action here with Rosen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 58 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And coming out now, the Broncos. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Set. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue landed!
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run him now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Set!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They start the second half with Kamara, and he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Rosen on first down. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Rosen again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards. To throw is Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. From the gun, it's Rosen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Rosen will throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now it's Rosen. And that is incomplete here. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Being chased out left. He can run for it. The ball comes out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Now Rosen looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second and 9 now from the 21. He'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here we go now.
After the interception, here's Rosen. This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They get it to him running left. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
We got 3, fellas. Hurry up, here we go.
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
All right, here we go. 3.
Looking to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Rosen. He's going to fire one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Right,
so now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go now. Green 30.
And now it's Rosen looking. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hot! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Rosen off the play action. Steps away to his left. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive.
3-19.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now let's go.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Brown. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. The Bills have taken the lead in the final stages. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Rosen now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he Another shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Leopard! Watch him now, Bart!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Got his target, Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Gone!
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Man over the left side is Brown. Had a good move, but only able to work it to the 20-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, it's Rosen. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Leopard!
Rosen to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
They've gone final now in Charlotte, and it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They run it here with Gordon. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.